Well, hey y'all, we're back in the kitchen today, and day 4 of our freezer meal prep. How's that? And I am working on our first one. I've got a pot of water coming up to a boil here.
Hello.
Well, hello. My kitchen assistant is just now coming in here.
That still hasn't got his clothes on.
Yes. So I have just salted this water good because we're going to cook this box of pasta shells. Our first recipe is lasagna casserole. I'm kind of excited about this one, okay? So we're going to get started on it. I am going to get, y'all, I've got so much laid out over here. You can see, okay? There's more meat on the other counter over there. I've got my prep station over on the other counter. I've got stuff everywhere. Dishes, all the things. So, I'm going to get this stuff out of my way for right now. And I am going to get my hamburger meat going. I'm going to get my skillet out. Y'all, we're going to kick this day off. So we're going to get this hamburger meat put in here. I'm going to turn my iron on about medium high. Hopefully that hamburger meat is all thawed out. And let's see. Let me see what I want to use on this. Like it matters. Grab me a wooden spoon. Oh yeah, it's thawed perfect. Perfect. So I'm going to get that chopped up. Now the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of chopped onions. And y'all, believe it or not, I am out of onions in my pantry. And since we're trying to do this on the cheap side, just what I have in my pantries and freezers, I'm going to use minced onion. Okay? And I'm probably going to use what's left in here. We're going to put that in. No, we're not. I'm going to call that enough, okay? I don't know how I'm going to like onion in a lasagna. Then I'm going to add a little salt. There we go. A little pepper. Go. And I'm going to mix all this together. There is one clump right there that's froze. Let you thaw out a little bit. I don't know which one of these meals we're going to do for supper tonight. I know we're going to do one of them. Okay, I just don't know which one. We'll figure it out. We'll see. Because each of these meals is going to make 2, okay? There's only 3 of us, me, Paps, and Aiden. So each of these meals is going to make 2 meals for us. So I can pick and choose which one I want to do. I want to have for supper tonight. We'll see as we go along, okay? All right, we're going to let that brown up. Now, let's talk about the meals that we're making today. So here are the meals that we're going to be making today. And this hamburger meat's a little loud. Rude. We're going to do lasagna casserole, which we're working on right now. We're doing a Korean beef. It's Korean beef and rice, but you don't, when you're freezing it, you don't put the rice in it until you're ready to heat it up and eat it up. Make ahead cheesy barbecue chicken lasagna rolls. say that 3 times. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Sounds delicious. Skillet shepherd's pie. And y'all, I've never made a shepherd's pie. Okay? I have never. I will not argue if it's a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie. I don't care. It sounds good, and I hope it is good because I want to eat it. Okay? I've got a bunch of mashed potatoes in the freezer out there, so we're not going to put the mashed potatoes on here now, but when we're ready to cook it, that's when I'll pull the mashed potatoes out and add them to the top. And then a smothered enchilada. Sounds delicious, and I can't wait to try them. So, those are our recipes that we're working on today. Y'all, my water's boiling, so I've got to get my pasta in. Oh, that was a little painful. Again, rude. We'll turn our meat off. And I'm going to get this drained. Oh, it's so fun to be in the kitchen. So fun. Alright, there's that. Alright, y'all, over here, my pasta's boiling, but over here, while this is all going, we're going to go ahead and get our chicken in the oven. I'm going to roast all these chicken thighs to make our chicken lasagna roll-up things. So I want to season these simply, okay? Because I want to let the flavors of everything else come through. So I am going to add some salt. And I will just, these are skin on, bone in chicken thighs. And I will pick all this off the bone when it comes out of the oven. I think I need like 3 cups of chicken for that recipe. So we're going to do salt and pepper like that. And let's see, there it is. I see it. I am going to add some, not a lot, but some of the Kinder's roast chicken. It is garlic and herb. It's good. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to add a little smidge of that to the top of these. I am. And I'm just going to let these roast in the oven for probably, I want to do them low and slow, so probably about an hour or better. We'll see. I'll keep a check on them. I don't want them to dry out. Okay? Do not want them to dry out. I want to catch them just right after they come up to temp. So, there's that. Chicken's in the oven. Now let's check our pasta here. It is about done. And then we can move on with this recipe. So now it's time to mix some things up in this bowl. Y'all, I'm tired. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired. Yesterday was a complete marathon, and today's promising to be the same. I've already been out in the garden working. Now we're in here trying to get these done. So if I mess up my words, just understand, I am trying. Okay. I'm trying. So we're going to put in about 3 cups. The recipe calls for mozzarella. Y'all, I've got the Italian blend. That's what we're going to use. Mine is still a little bit frozen, but it'll work. It'll work. It ain't going to be no big deal when we add some of this warm stuff to it. So we're going to get, there was some ice fell off of that. We're going to get this in the bowl. There's 2 cups per package, so that helps out. Alright, there is 1 pack. A container of cottage cheese, 2 eggs, 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan, 2 tablespoons of parsley. I am using my homegrown parsley that I grew last year and dehydrated, and a little more pepper. We're going to mix this up. There we go. Now we're going to add our cooled off pasta, okay? You don't want to add it hot because it will cook the eggs. So I'll just let it set in my strainer and cool off. And we're just going to add all this in. Lord, I hope it'll fit. I hope it will. Now, I'm going to mix this together. There we go. Now the recipe doesn't say to do this, but I'm going to anyway, okay? I'm going to spray this thing just a little bit so that nothing sticks. Nothing major. So now we're going to take this big old bowl. We're going to dump this mixture in our dish. Alright, let's kind of smooth this out. Try to get it as even as possible. Now we're going to add our hamburger meat with the onions in. We're just going to make sure this is covering all the noodles and stuff. Well, you know, not covering, but, you know, it's spread out. Y'all know what I'm saying? Alright, there is that. Now I've got a 24-ounce jar of pasta sauce. This is just one that I have on hand. No rhyme or reason. It's just the one that I'm choosing. Ooh, it smells good. I am out of my home canned pasta sauce. So this is what I've got. Alright, next we're going to put a piece of aluminum foil over top of this. We're going to let it bake at 350 for 45 minutes. Then we'll uncover it, add the rest of the cheese to it, and let it cook for about 15 minutes longer. So let me go grab my aluminum foil, and I'll be right back. Alright. Got this on there. Pretty tight. Pretty good. So there's that. Now, I'm going to set this off to the side. We've still got the chicken in the oven cooking. So I'm going to set this off to the side. We will put it in the oven as soon as that chicken comes out, because they bake on 2 different temperatures, and I only have one oven. Our chicken is out. Y'all, it smells so good. So now, we're going to get our lasagna casserole in the oven. Get it going. Oh my goodness. There we go. Timer 45 minutes. Y'all, now we're going to start on our next recipe. We're going to do the Korean beef and rice. So let's get this one started. So we're just going to use this same skillet. Ain't no sense in messing up any more dishes than what we have to today. I mean, if you'd see my countertop over there where I washed dishes from yesterday, you would agree. So, to this skillet, we're going to add 1 pound ground beef. I rinsed my spoon off. We're going to get this chopped up. I've got my eye on about medium high. No sense in turning it up full blast. Alright, so that is that. To our ground beef, we're going to add some minced garlic. About 3 cloves worth. Maybe a little more. Okay. There we go. A little more. We like our garlic. And we're just going to brown this meat up. And then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, we got that grease drained off. So I'm going to set that. I'm going to set it back here for just a minute. Then I'm going to move you guys over here so you can see what I'm doing in this bowl. Alright, so in this bowl we're going to put 1/4 cup brown sugar, 1/4 cup reduced sodium soy sauce, 2 teaspoons sesame oil, 1/4 teaspoon ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon red pepper flakes, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, and we're going to mix this up. We're going to put our beef back on the eye. Turn my eye back on to about medium high. And now we are going to pour our sauce in. And we're going to stir this up. This is done because you want to cook the rice the day that you cook this. So this is done. We just want to heat this through, give that sauce a chance to mingle in with the beef and the garlic. Thicken up a little bit. This would be really good. Of course, it's going to be good over rice, but it would be really good to add some broccoli in with it. Ooh, that'd be really good. I think even my little kitchen assistant in there like that. Lasagna casserole is out of the oven, and y'all, it looks so good. I don't know, this may be supper tonight. I don't know yet. And just like that, we're on to our next recipe. And this one, we are doing the smothered enchiladas. Lord, these sound so good. So good. I'll turn my eye on. We're going to get this hamburger meat cooked up. Y'all, I'm using the same skillet. I am serious about not doing a bunch of dishes. Okay? So we're going to get this browned up. And then we're going to get the other stuff added to it. Get these enchiladas made because they sound delicious. Delicious. Alright, our ground beef is done. So I'm going to add in the taco seasoning pack. Half of a 4-ounce green chili, can of green chilies. We're just going to do half.
I know where I want to go with my chicken.
What's that?
I mean, they both have the chicken in their name. I mean, chicken is called chicken.
Well, yeah.
And ramen noodle soup chicken flavor It's called ramen noodles with chicken flavor.
All these good meals and you want ramen noodles.
To go with my chicken.
Oh, to go with your chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, chicken and ramen noodles. Okie dokie.
And both of them have the chicken in the name of it because it's chicken flavor.
Alright, we're going to turn our eye off on this meat. We've got everything mixed in good. There we go. And now we're going to set this back. We're going to make the filling, the rest of the filling for these enchiladas, these smothered enchiladas. Alright, y'all, let's get this filling made. So we're going to put the rest of our can of green chilies in to our bowl. And then I've got 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. We're going to put both of those in. And 16 ounces of sour cream going in. Whole Y'all, I made a little mess. I missed the whole bowl with the sour cream. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I did that. But I did. We're going to mix this mixture together. Get down there and get them green chilies mixed in with this. Alright, there's our mixture. So now I'm going to clean this mess up so that I can get the rest of this made. I'll be right back. So I've got a 9x13 here. I've sprayed it very lightly. Okay, we're going to put about half of this soup mixture into the bottom of this. I'm just going to spread it around. There is that big clump of sour cream. That's about, that's about half. Alright, we're going to set this over here to the side. Limited workspace. It's a great thing. Even though I should have plenty of counter space, I do not. So now I'm going to get out 8 of these tortillas. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what we're going to work with. Now I'm going to throw these into the microwave real quick. Kind of heat them up, make them a little more pliable so I can work with them. So now we're going to take our beef mixture and we're just going to put some in our tortilla. Just roll these up like you would normal enchiladas. Maybe I can do this and not overfill these like I sometimes have a tendency to do. Then we're just going to put these over here. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. This is probably what Paps is going to pick for supper tonight. Okay? I probably already know. This is it for him. Alright, we got that done. We're going to grab our smothered part here And we're going to put that over top. Spread this out. There we go. And we're going to top these with some sharp cheddar. And I am going to use this whole bag. Alright y'all, this is going to go into a 350-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. You just want everything to be heated through, the cheese to be good and melty. Melty, y'all like that word? Yeah, you want it to be good and melted. And then it's done. Another quick and easy freezer meal. Done. Let's get it in the oven. Alright, y'all, we're moving on to the next recipe while our enchiladas are in the oven. And y'all, I boo-booed on them. I was supposed to use 2 pounds of ground beef instead of 1. Yeah. So, it is what it is. It'll be alright. They look delicious.
It is what it is.
Now we're going to move on to the Skillet shepherd's pie. And I am looking. I'm going to have to get my minced onions back out here. Because again, I'm out of onions. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get the hamburger meat turned on. Get it broke up. There we go. And yes, I finally turned that flashing light off. It was driving me insane. Good Lord. Y'all, if anything else could go wrong, I better hush. I'll jinx myself. Alright, there's that. I'm going to season that with just a little bit of salt. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Now I'm going to stand here and read the rest of it. Alright, let me add these onions. Excuse me. It calls for a cup of chopped onion. We are just going to do this right here. And now I'm going to put all that in there. We'll do all of it. Won't we, kitchen helper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. So while that's cooking, let me get all of my other ingredients over here. What are you doing? Really? I'll see you back here in a few minutes when it's time to put the rest of the stuff in.
I have the biggest jawline.
Oh, Lord. Alright, our meat and onions are done. So now we're going to do 2 cups frozen corn, thawed. 2 cups frozen peas, thawed. 2 tablespoons of ketchup. 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce. 2 teaspoons minced garlic. We're going to mix this together. Look how pretty. Look at the colors. Love it. Love it. Love it. Now we're just going to let all that heat up. Let all the flavors come together. And we're going to make a little sauce for this. One moment, please. Alright, you guys, I just made a little bit of a mixture with a tablespoon of cornstarch, 1/2 half a cup of water and a couple of squirts of beef broth, concentrated beef broth. The recipe calls for beef bouillon powder. I don't have that, so I just substituted. I thought I had to cook this mixture. I do not. So let's put this over here. Y'all, I boo-booed. So let's get this added in. And now we're just going to let this cook for just a couple of minutes until everything comes together and our sauce thickens up. There we go. It's already starting to get thick. Oh, yum. My dogs are excited. Paps just came in the door. They get excited. Now we're going to add in half a cup sour cream. We're going to stir that in. I could eat just this. I swear, I think I could. But the thought of putting my homemade mashed potatoes and cheese over top of this and making a meal out of it. Whew. Yes, please. I think this is going to be heavenly. I think so. Oh, and my enchiladas are done. I've got to get them out. We'll go ahead and turn the oven off for right now. Paps is home. We will be eating supper here shortly. So, that eye is still hot where I've goofily turned it on. Alright, let's get these enchiladas. Oh my goodness. Oh. Now if I can reach across. Look at those. Don't they look delicious? Because they smell delicious. That mixture, it's got a familiar smell to it. Alright, y'all, clean up my mess. And just like that, another meal's done. So this needs to cool off. I'm going to split it in half. Yeah, I think we could get more than 2 meals out of this one. But I'm going to split this in half and cool off completely, and then we're going to get it put in our containers.
What's this?
This is shepherd's pie.
Okay.
So since I've got an extra pound of ground beef out here, I'm not going to let it waste, okay? And it's good and thawed. I need to use it up today. Don't want to set it in the fridge. I'm not going to be at home tomorrow. I'm taking Joseph to his very last ketamine treatment. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to brown this up, and I'm just going to make taco meat out of it. Let it cool. Throw it in the freezer. That way we will have it if I want to do burritos or enchiladas or whatever one night. Something quick, something easy. It's already done. It's in the freezer, and all I have to do is heat it up and eat it up. So that's what I'm going to do with this last pound of meat. Alright guys, we got 11 meals. I did not do the chicken. I am going to pull that off the bone. We'll stick it in the fridge for tonight. And then Friday, I will pull it off the bone and I will do a video for that recipe. That'll make 2 meals. We got 2 of the Korean beef. We got 2 of the creamy enchiladas. We got 2 of the shepherd's pie. And then we got 3 of the lasagna casseroles. So 11 meals. Took me no time to get this done. Absolutely no time. And I am going to wrap these up in plastic wrap and aluminum foil and get them in the freezer. They're probably going to go in the fridge tonight. Okay, I'm tired. They're probably going to go in the fridge, but these others can go straight to the freezer and call them done. So, the other pound of meat, I decided instead of tacos, I was going to do sloppy joes. And when Paps came in here and I told him we could have whatever meal he wanted to try, we would try different ones. He said, let's just do the sloppy joes. And then that way it don't have to go in the freezer and we can call it done. But I think I've got enough. I could put, that's enough for a lunch for Aiden and I. And then I fried up some fries. That was our supper tonight. I pulled 2 buns out of the oven, out of the freezer, heated them up, perfect. And then Aiden had a piece of chicken and fries. Y'all, it was a quick supper. I'm good with that. So, all right, y'all, that's it for me for today. Okay, we did not get our chicken recipe done. I will do it Friday. Y'all, I'm exhausted. So, Paps is home. We are going to sit down. We're going to eat a meal. I don't know what we're going to have out of all this. We're going to have something. So this is going in the fridge. I will pick it off the bone Friday. And we will do something with that. I'll put that in a whole other video. Okay? I promise you. We'll put that in a whole other video. And you will see the chicken lasagna. I don't know what it's called. The chicken lasagna that I make with it. Okay? So, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for supporting our little channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do it. Just do it. Okay? Much love to each and every one of y'all. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.